Hi lads and lasses, Modest Pelican here with GTA 5. If you enjoyed this video, please legally change your name to Modest Pelican Gaming and then become the most wanted person in the world, as this would really help spread the good word of my channel. Like, could you imagine if El Chapo or Osama Bin Laden was named Modest Pelican Gaming? It would have been great exposure. Meet Thickman, a retired assassin who is on a mission to become the most powerful crime lord in Los Santos, whilst also ensuring he stays sufficiently hydrated at all times. These are the boys, and together they form a feared gang known as the Sons of Virgins. These are their stories. Bruh. Look at this big unit, with his red tie and red-tinted speed dealer sunglasses, looking like a snack while he puffs on a cigarette because only nerds get emphysema. My penthouse is actually pretty filthy though, I best call a maid to come and clean it up. I let her in, and I must say I like where this is going. See, in the short educational films I've watched, whenever an ethnic maid visits a rich businessman, only one thing happens. She cleans the windows so extremely thoroughly. Like, damn shorty, get those fingerprints off my glass, you dirty girl, that's hot. I'm going to give you the biggest tip for taking such pride in your work, you Windex spraying goddess. For real though, look at us calling up maids. I can't believe how far we've come, but we still need more money, as the most important thing in the world is your net worth. Just kidding. Communism is the future. China, please don't ban my videos. Seriously though, today we are not going to rest until we have enough funds to purchase a military bunker. I pick up Stealth-O-Mato, who is aggressively bashing the ground with a hammer, which is honestly a little bit concerning, but hey, bottling up your frustration until it comes out in violent displays that you regret later is the correct way to handle negative emotions. We then meet up with Stealth-O-Cabo, who is driving a big-ass redneck truck and wearing a fedora, looking like the kind of malacca to get friend-zoned by his cousin. While we wait for our fourth man Crosby to come online, we decide to sell some pure-cut Colombian cocaine. Normally, this is pretty easy, but apparently people in the desert don't know how to indicate. You know what would make them better drivers? A little bit of cocaine. Anyway, we deliver the goods and earn a cool $336,000. Wow, who would have guessed selling coke is so profitable? Well, I guess everyone. Crosby logs in, and it's time to prepare for the heist, and of course that means buying plenty of frustration relievers, I mean bullets. I notice Crosby's character is really short for some reason. Sorry mate, but you have to be over 5 foot to buy a gun. Kidding, this is America, they'd sell an AR-15 to a fetus. We rendezvous at Crosby's apartment so that we can go over the plan. First though, I drink a green smoothie because blended spinach is the definition of white culture. Stealth-O-Cabo enjoys a pre-heist glass of French Pinot Noir, which offers a perfect equilibrium between dry and sweet, and Stealth-O-Mato pretends to smoke a bong because the only thing more dangerous than North Korea's nukes is actually doing one marijuana. Crosby, on the other hand, is setting up the heist. What a beast. So the plan is to rescue Maxim Rashkovsky, the big unit from prison. It's basically the plot of The Shawshank Redemption, except instead of being narrated by Morgan Freeman, it's going to be narrated by an Australian Pelican, who just yesterday learned that babies 6 months and under can only drink breast milk and not water. Had I not learned this, your boy at some point would have tried to help a baby stay hydrated and accidentally put that little tacker in a coma. I'm going to be a great dad. Anyway, stage 1 of the plan is to steal a getaway plane. We walk out of the apartment all cinematically, and look, I better win an Academy Award for this shot. We head towards the airfield to steal the plane, and it's at this moment I realise my $1.5 million Tesla is actually pretty slow as all my friends overtake me. Why did I go for the environmentally friendly option? Honestly, I'd burn down the entire Amazon rainforest myself if it meant beating the boys in a meaningless car race. Upon arriving at the airfield, I whip out my well-balanced futuristic laser cannon and do absolute work. Imagine that your gang boss assigns you to guard some plane in the desert and then Hitman rocks up with this big purple pupper. That'd be a real bruh moment for the boys to laugh about, at your funeral. Crosby asks us to clear the runway of debris, and I mean, we don't always work well as a team, but when we do, it's pretty glorious. We successfully steal the plane, and on that note, what do you call a transgender, handicapped, biracial, blind Jew who flies a plane? A pilot. It's 2019, read a book. So it's time for stage 2 of the plan, which is extremely similar to part 1, except instead of a plane, it's a prison bus. Epic. Cue candid shot of the lads leaving the apartment. Believe it or not, I've never even studied cinematography. Also, Rockstar emailed me saying they've been enjoying the videos, and it was like having a parent say, "Good work, son, we're proud of you," because Rockstar Games helped raise me. They taught me invaluable life lessons, like how to drive into oncoming traffic on the highway, and that if you kill the hooker after you're done, you don't have to pay them. For real though, I appreciate the email. It was very cool to hear from the studio. Thanks for making such fun games. So we steal the prison bus, and then Stealtho Carbo drives under it, which perfectly turns the big mama around. We then hide it in the safest place we can think of, a relatively exposed shed right next to the highway. Time for stage 3, which involves 2 of us sneaking into a police station to steal the prison bus schedule, while the other 2 go off and play Soggy Biscuit or something equally as irrelevant. You know what that means. Time for another epic shot of us all walking out of the apartment. Spielberg, why don't you make a film of me ending your career with this one shot, mate? So first up, we need to get a police car, and what better way to get one than calling 911? A quick warning, do not call emergency services in the real world unless you actually have a crisis or you think it will be a funny epic prank. The cops rock up and I'm just like, yeah nah, chief, I'm going to have to commandeer your cruiser. Now we just need to lose the cops, but we are the cops. It's kind of like the movie Let's Be Cops, except instead of a fun-filled hour and a half of cheap laughs, I bet we end up killing literally everyone at the police station. We lose our wanted level and then almost run over who I can only assume is Buzz Aldrin. Look, we get it, you were the second man on the moon and no one cares because coming second is like being a stepchild. You're not actually loved. We arrive at the station and it's important we play it really cool, so we engage in some light-hearted police banter and joke about how we just shot an immigrant. It seems to work as we coast in undetected. The only thing I'm concerned about that might blow our cover is that we have some pretty serious gun wounds. Like, I'm pretty sure Stealtho Carbo took a shotgun to the back, he probably needs medical attention. Not to worry though, we find the prison bus schedule and remarkably haven't even fired a shot yet. We can hear the struggle the other lads are having as they tell us their situation got pretty out of hand and they're almost dead, so we should probably go and help. But then decide it would be more fun to give ourselves a self-guided tour of the police station. It's a pretty cool building too, and it reminds me of my uncle's house with all these people in cages. We leave the station and have to torch the police cruiser so there's no evidence. I feel like we got the really chill mission and I still can't believe no one died. This is Grand Theft Auto after all. The people who aren't murdering everyone are probably the psychos in real life. Anyway, GG, stage 3 complete, and now things are starting to get serious. We're back at the apartment, and Malibu Ken over here starts telling us what to do. Has this guy not heard of active listening? Like, he really dominates the conversation, he probably faps to his own voice. So now Stealtho and I have to go and kill one of Maxim Rashkovsky's business associates. We also get to pick our own masks, and naturally we opt for the pink-haired anime girls. Cue scene of us all walking out of the apartment for the last time. I swear this shot is just getting better with age. This is the guy we need to kill, and you can tell he's important because he's holding an iPad. So Marto and I together, what could possibly go wrong? With these masks, I actually don't think anything can go wrong. So performing a cooperative stealth assassination requires communication, synergy, and teamwork, and frankly, I don't think we have even one of those things. But this is a moment for Marto and I to prove that we are esports ready GTA players. We start taking down guards one by one like it was a scripted movie. It's all going really well, but then somehow the guards are alerted and the mansion goes into lockdown as they try to evacuate our target. I think as a leader, it's important never to blame any one particular person, but in this instance, I'd say it was 110% Stealthomato's fault. We need to chase down the business associate, and so I sublimely leap across the pool, only to fall inches short and proceed to get soaked head to toe. Mato manages to finish the job solo, which is a great first step to redeeming himself and rebuilding my trust. With all the setups complete, it's time to break into the prison and rescue Maxim. I'll be posing as a prisoner, and Stealthomato will be posing as a prison guard. He says, and I quote, "I'm going to exploit my power, take you into the toilets, and you'll never be the same again." Jesus, Mato, that's disgusting and barbaric. You're going to be a great prison guard. I lied when I said that was the last dank shot of us leaving the apartment. You get to enjoy it one more time, 10 out of 10 content. I also try to get a cinematic shot of our commute to the prison, but Mato rolls the car several times across the highway and I really jar my neck. The worst part is, I don't think my health insurance will cover it because we're in the process of committing a national felony. We pile into the bus and get ready to penetrate the prison. Wow, that word sounds a bit intense for this situation, my bad. I mean, we pile into the bus and get ready to have intercourse with the prison. We arrive at the gate and it opens no worries. So far so good. As we travel further into the compound, I start to get flashbacks from the 2 years I spent in prison. It was pretty rough, and I even had to fight a gang leader bare knuckles to earn the respect of my fellow inmates. And then everyone clapped and declared me the penitentiary prince, and then they all clapped again for 1 whole hour to show me respect. So now we need to locate Maxim, and he has to be around here somewhere. I feel like Mato is enjoying being my superior a little bit too much. In fact, the similarities in personality traits between him and Hitler are uncanny. We continue through, but then one of the guards blasts Mato in the face with a shotgun, which as you can imagine is not ideal for an undercover operation. Bullets start flying, and unfortunately he is gunned down, so we'll have to adapt and overcome. Now I'm not exactly sure whose fault that was. Like, the earpiece I'm wearing isn't exactly hidden, but I guess it's best just to take no responsibility again and blame Mato. It's what Jesus would have done. As we engage in a full-blown firefight with the guards, Crosby says he is ready to come and pick us up in the plane. Crosby also asks if we managed to not have our cover blown, and we both lie and say it's all going extremely smoothly. Hey, we might not be great at stealth, but we are great at deceiving our close friends. I literally look like a Swiss cheese with the amount of bullet holes I have in me, but more importantly we find Maxim, and he is not too happy with us failing the plan. Wow, what a judgmental guy. If I wanted to experience the feeling of shame, I'd have leaked my internet search history, you dick. We locate a conveniently placed SWAT van and make our way to the airfield to meet Crosby. Bullets are still flying everywhere as the SWAT try to gun us down, but fortunately we escape in the nick of time. I even get a cinematic shot of the plane escaping, and I must say it's nice to have a cinematic shot that isn't just the lads and I walking out of the apartment for the 15th time. I go into first person and realize how uncomfortably close I'm sitting to Mato. Look at those knees up in my grill, what an unpleasant flight. So now Maxim is going to keep flying off to flee the country, and we have to jump from the plane. Man, this whole operation is starting to feel extremely overly engineered, but hey, it's all in good clean fun. We parachute down into the cove and then escape for the second time in Stealthocarbo's helicopter. We did it, guys, and this heist didn't even take us 4 months like last time. Mission passed, and I pocket a cool $180,000, which is actually extremely disappointing. Is this the underground black market minimum wage? Anyway, you can't put a price on the satisfaction of completing something, and we celebrate like all professional criminals do via giving each other extremely animated high fives. With $1.8 million now in the bank, I purchase myself a military bunker. And you know your boy splashed the extra $85,000 for the modified golf carts so I can hoon around inside. Next episode, we'll get it all set up and running. We're making moves. Thanks for watching, you absolute legends, and a massive thank you to those of you who support the channel through Patreon. Until next time, and as always, stay classy.